Hello, Black Box. Welcome to the stream. No, I've got it tucked in the chair today. It's too much of a distraction. Song is a little loud, but I did adjust my microphone settings not too long ago since everything went completely to garbage. So I'll drop the song a little bit more. I assure you, I'm as loud as I've ever been. However, because OBS is a giant pile, I had to reset my mic settings. Hey, welcome to the stream, Bald. Good to see you. Working on you today. Just cleaning up some of this line art. A little fast and loose with it. Yeah, it's. I'm trying to see why that is, because I'm showing that my levels are well over the music. At least they are right now. Let's see if I can adjust that. Okay. Open my limiter. Do 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 do. All right. And how about that? There we go. I think that's it. Huh. Okay. I guess I will compensate by bringing the music down a little bit more. Okay. Hey, Sage, what's going on? Good to see you. What up, you crazy raccoon? Druid Lalafell thing. I don't think the mic is the wrong way. It's facing me directly. I mean, I'm looking at the capture right now, and I'm showing that the microphone is almost 3 times as loud as the music, so I'm not sure what else I can do at the moment. You are literally all those things. It's true. I saw it on the news. Oh, good. That's always good. Get that chilling done. Yeah, I now have the music at like a quarter of what the microphone is, so I don't know what else I could possibly do at the moment, aside from just go ahead and kill the music. So just do that. There. Okay, so you can hear me over the music. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get real creepy real quick if I didn't have anything to nullify all the extreme quiet in my office right now. Okay, and Bertie, you'll have to let me know. I think I sent you a copy of the line art as it is. So let me know if anything stands out or anything that you notice that just doesn't work or you want to change or anything like that. Doggo's good. Just had a nice walk. He's still having some digestion problems, so we are trying to get him over to the vet, or at least get the vet to answer one of our calls. He is otherwise fine. He is otherwise energetic and happy, and he is being a dog all the time. So best we can tell, he's got some kind of like stress colitis that's causing all of his tummy issues, not some other like weird other underlying issue. So that's the hope anyway at this point. Yeah, he's trooping. He's trooping through it. He's doing a good job. We've gone ahead and given him like kind of a staple diet. Like he's got chicken and rice. That's kind of what he's getting at this point. So it's he's getting the best food that he could possibly get for his tummy right now. So we will see how that works out. Also, I forgot that you had 4 toes, so I am remedying that. I am remedying it in the wrong direction, however, because it looks like the great toe on either foot is the kind of spaced further out. Because we were giving him stuff like Greek yogurt and stuff, so. Hey, Black Box, you don't need to call people out when they're lurking. It's cool. They can lurk. If they want to make themselves known on the channel, they will. Hey, Corvus. Good to see you, man. I apologize. We are not working on Bird Game tonight. I have some commissions to work on from some of our lovely channel mates here. So back to the acid mines. All good. All good. Cut that face. Cut it good. Give that face the cutting it deserves. I'm one of the few people in the chat that knows that you're a crafty person, so. Hey, Bert, with the great toes that you have, the big toes, I guess, on the insides of the feet, do you want them separated out like they are in the ref? Because I've got the 4 here, and I can shoot for getting one. The great, or I can do it. I can put the great toes where you want them. Whatever works best for you. And these are not the highest quality. I could definitely have done better on this. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, so long as they're looking good to you, that's good. I see nothing suspicious about Corvus's speech at all. In fact, I have all but one thing to say. There is one thing about Clip Studio that I would love to change. That's a lie. There's a lot of things about Clip Studio that I'd like to change. However, the biggest, most glaring issue for me is that I am one of those troglodytes that uses the buttons in the menu because I'm no longer using a tablet monitor that I have hot buttons on. So I have to use these buttons at the top of the screen all the time. And the undo button is directly next to the fucking ruler tool. And I swear to God, it doesn't sound like a big deal. But when you start putting rulers down, Clip Studio just decides, oh, you know what? Gonna go ahead and wreck everything you're doing. Oh, yeah, Sage, no worries. That reference layer thing has saved me a lot of time. I'm super happy I was able to send that over to you because it's such a useful little tool. I've been trying to find those. Like, I've been trying to find the useful little tools that I never use in Clip Studio. So, yeah, I'm super glad you're getting some use out of that. Yes, I do want to see a picture of that, Corvus. Absolutely. Okay, and Bert, I think what I'll do is I will block out your rosettes. Were those locations set in stone? That's totally fine. I'm just trying to make sure I put them in the right spots. We'll do a quick pencil layer of that first because I'm a doofus and I need some references. This program is so ridiculous. It's kind of like when you first open GIMP. Like if you've ever opened GIMP and it's just like, what the hell? Yes. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah. Ever since I've discovered vector layers and doing line art on it, it's changed my game. Definitely. It's brought me to probably 4 or 5 years from where I should be. Experience and technique wise. Okay, so the only spots that are definite are the diamond and heart on the shoulders. All else are by vibes. Well, it's just gonna be one big old... Yeah, no. Okay. I'll go off of what you get on the rep because I think they're fairly balanced there. But yeah, there's heart and a diamond. Okay. Heart may be more difficult. Channel gradients, something gradients are something I'm still working on.
there was a the gradient brushes. There was something like that. It must be channel gradients, but yeah, I definitely need to check those out too. Hello, Gray. Welcome to the chat, you incredible mixture of white and black. I don't even know if that's true. I don't know how colors work. Are you kidding me? I can barely color my own fucking comic. Color theory, more like a theory of how to color. I'm gonna throw down a quick little pencil layer. What the hell am I doing? It's not blue. It's tradition. I gotta have blue. Here's my sketch layer. Yeah, I absolutely should go back to doing tone painting. When I was taking art lessons many moons ago, that was something I was learning about was value. And grayscale is such a forgiving color choice. Yeah, absolutely, like tone painting. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely need to. I need to take like a sick day from work and just sit in front of Clip Studio until I just barf art. Blocking this out. This by no means is the way the diamond will look. This is just blocking it out, trying to make sure I get as much of it on there as possible. I messed with your shoulders, Birdie. I messed with your shoulders, and I have some regret, not a ton. Oh, don't put words in my mouth. That's not fair. I will say I do a lot of layers of sketching. Like especially if I get like a rough sketch. If I get like a rough sketch first, I'll typically do like maybe 2 or 3 layers of sketching just to kind of bring it down to where I want it to be without losing anything. It was one of the problems I had a lot when I first started drawing was I would erase stuff all the time, which I now know is like the cardinal sin. Excuse me, I'm a little burpy this evening. Yeah, exactly. It's basically like sculpting. It's kind of how I like to put it as well. I'm just waiting to see how Ferdy can spin this. No, they're waiting to. Yep. You'll refine it and refine it and refine it. It's a great way of simplifying art, actually. Ah, no, it's okay. I have that, I have whatever it is that whenever people that I'm talking to stop talking to me for any period of time, I'm like, oh, cool, they hate me. It's super fun. It's like probably my favorite personality quirk that I have. So yeah, it's super cool. I love it. It's my best. It's my favorite thing. Sage, I meant to ask, did you get called up off the wait list for NebCon? Oh yeah, church is super fun for that. It's something I'm working on. It's definitely not not how I want to be. It sucks. That's rad. Ah, yeah, get those animal crackers, man. You deserve it. We talking animal crackers or are we talking animal cookies? Because there's a distinct difference. Those frosted sprinkled animal cookies, holy shit. You'll get diabetes, but it'll be the best diabetes of your life. Yeah, see, for this is what I ended up doing. Like, I will have like the sketch layer that I just did of the rosettes. I do not need the false affirmations. But thank you, Black Box. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, dude, I would murder for those frosted ones. They are so good. Yeah, frosted sprinkled animal cookies. They're amazing. They come in white and pink frosting, and you can taste when it's white and pink. Like, you can tell the difference between white and pink. It is not different frosting, but it is absolutely different frosting. I swear to God. All right, let me... Yeah, oh man, just those frosted animal cookies, they... Just thinking about them now. I think I'm just getting rounder thinking about them. The cool thing is, if you eat a whole bag of them, that probably will kill you. Oh, touch boob. That is a valid goal. I wish you well. Absolutely. Frosted animal cookies and boob. I think I got a new band name. We are frosted animal cookies and boob. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then line up for that rosette look. Just to open up at the convex points, so it looks more exotic. Oh no, it is absolutely end game material. Like, eating an entire bag of frosted animal cookies is end game content. That's after you've done all the raids in life and you've done all of the quest lines, that's end game content right there, is eating the fucking animal cookies. See some grizzled detective walk into a hotel room just like, yeah, I've seen it all before. Some kid gets it in their head that they can live forever. Open up a bag of animal cookies and bam! Front page of the obituaries. It's a pink and white goddamn shame. Yep. And I think it is a rite of passage at this point to eat a whole bag of those things and just wharg all over the world. You haven't oh my god.
Sage, it's not a blessing because my front stoop can't have them, but we had 3 raccoon babies on the front stoop yesterday around 1 a.m. 3 raccoon babies. They were all about the size of potatoes. And not like your, golden Yukon potatoes. We're talking like big old bacon spuds. Yes. Their tails were all fat. They were fat. It was really cute. No, I did not name them because when I name them, I keep them. And that's bad. I don't need to do that. Coon potato. They were decidedly not live like Sly Cooper. Yeah, they went wandering over to my house. And the problem is, like, I literally cannot have them in, under the stoop, so I was trying to find all the non-harmful ways of making sure they don't make a nest, because they're babies. I don't think they're making a nest anywhere. I think they were just exploring. So I was trying to find all these, like, non-harmful ways of getting rid of them, and I found out that they really don't like strong smells. And they're just like, use ammonia. And I'm like, well, I don't have a cat anymore, so I really can't just like squeeze the cat all over the place. But I did have a ton of apple cider vinegar. So I just sprayed it around the stoop. Just to let them know, hey, there's a big crazy animal here that pees apple cider vinegar and you're not going to want to be around. I'm sure they got the message. Poor little things. They are very cute though. That's what I read anyway, that the strong smells are a deterrent, but that is just me. That is just what I found in like 10 minutes of Googling. And it was just like, yeah, they don't like strong smells. I was like, done, I have strong stinky things. And they can go play and enjoy. I mean, we got trees over here. I mean, they can play in those. Got trees out the wazoo over here. My gosh. But fortunately, no baby raccoons were harmed. Which I don't need that karma on me. Yep, exactly. It's not an area of opportunity anymore. It's more work. And no animal wants to work at it. Yeah, and that's the other thing is we want to make sure that they don't interact with Roscoe because he am baby and they am baby, so misunderstandings are going to happen and feelings are going to be hurt. Roscoe is going to be hurt because he's kind of a puss, but not as much as Lupin was, but Lupin was a lovable puss. He's a good boy. Miss that big doo-doo. This is appropriate Rosette drawing music. You give raccoons cotton candy in the wild, so they go wash it and it disappears, and then they start a war because where the fuck is their cotton candy? Yes! I'll have you know, Sage, that I cannot watch anything without seeing a bat and then just going, bat. It was my favorite thing of all time. Also, your story of avoiding grumpy neighbors moving in, with your choice of media through the front window, that did make it into a story at one point. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, it was really more along the lines of like someone was if some of our friends were talking about neighbors possibly moving in their neighborhood, and just not that they look like bad people, but they just look kind of like old and just cool. The neighborhood's gonna be even less cool because just older retirees moving in. It's gonna still be quiet around here, and and then we recalled the story of how you managed to dissuade your neighbors. It was pretty amazing. God, you know, I default to that story and the Hank Hill shenanigans that I got into. Valkyrie Drive. Yes. Sage is a connoisseur of the arts, and I salute her for it. Oh, Sage. So many adventures. Driving to the convention one morning, and I was just annoying the hell out of her with Hank Hill. Oh, look at that! It's that new Mexican place, Chipotle. Wondrous Wicked Wanderings, only by the Sage Link. I still remember when you had me film you in a, I think it was a poncho or a blanket, and you were basically going goblin mode, and it was before we opened. Oh god, that was Texas. That was that show in Texas. Oh, ugh. Hanging out with you was the best part of that con. It was not a good con. Oh man. Oh, that's right. You do have some rosettes on the tail. Almost forgot. Bert, come on. Just not telling me. Yeah, I think Gray told us that he was from Texas. That could have been a cover story, though. I'm pretty sure Gray is probably like some kind of operative. Okay, Ferdy, how about the rosette placement? How does that look? You have a cheeky upper inner thigh one. Oh, Corvus, if you're still here, I have started the incredible part of 3D printing where I have begun printing things to support my 3D printer. I am printing things that will help my printer as opposed to things that I could actually like work with. So it's fun. Gray Fox from Texas. I It is the circle of life. We print the antelope. The antelope prints the grass. We eat the antelope. It's the circle of printing. And the filament's jammed. Yeah, no, it's entirely possible. I like how Sage and Corvus are directly above and below each other. Just, it's the circle of life. It's a vicious cycle. Right there. Right there you have chaotic good and chaotic neutral. Right there. Oh, man. Okay, and your rosettes... Okay, they were black. Start out. Okay. So... what I'll do is I'll probably make the edges a little more irregular. But let's put them on their own layer. God damn, Tunic had good music. Yes. The secondary pipel. The pipel everyone likes. Oh, is that why that is that? No. No. Yeah, okay, that's why I was so confused. I'm like, why is my line shit? Like, the line isn't shit. I'm just using the wrong tool. Yes, Dust and Ori. Gosh, I really wanted to play Ori on stream. I should do that. I think the issue that I had when I was testing it was that I was running into so much input lag because of my weird ass setup. I will say, Corvus, I have been super enjoying Death's Door. That has been way cool. We, you might not have been in the stream last week when we were playing it last. We are in the frog zone, and I could not believe that it was an allegory frog. I'm super glad you said that, because I was playing through it and I was about to have an aneurysm because of how confusing it was. You know, the Outer Wilds looks good. The Outer Wilds looks good, but for me, I feel like it's trying too hard to be Fallout. Oh, yeah, I'm super excited to fight the frickin' samurai frog. He looks annoying as shit. I have hit him in the face every time I've seen him, though, so that's been nice. Yes. His armor that's too big, or too small for him. An allegory frog. Oh God, yes, yes, getting to grandma, because that was the most annoying part of that entire level, was just like fucking getting through that gauntlet of dudes, and you find her, she's like, you little shit. I didn't expect this fucking what's his butt Miyazaki movie character to be like, the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, here comes your favorite Sage. Here it comes. I'm going to make a reference layer, and it's going to be rad as fuck. Okay, Bert, I'm going to put down the flats here. At some point, you're going to have to tell me, like, don't call me this or that, because every time I like shorten your name or give you a nickname, I wig myself out. Like, oh my god, it's probably really offensive. Don't say that. And it's just like, what else am I supposed to do? I give people nicknames. It's just what I do. F. There we go. Resurrection F. Sage. Or Sage. If I'm being spicy. Well, I was skirting the bottom there. I was going with furt, so. Which just sounds like a more polite fart, so. Saggy. Oh, come on. Maybe because you're fucking crispy, but. DJ Saggy Sage. Oh, my crispy little Lalafell friend. Oh, is this still? This is still black. Okay, that explains why I was so fucking confused. I'm like, why is this color not? Maybe I'm just dumb, and it's. More games need extra crispy speedrun category. I was thinking about this just the other day. The printer that I have has presets for speed, and the second one up, like above regular speed, is sport, and then the excuse me, and then the maximum speed is called ludicrous. More things I use in my day-to-day life need to have a ludicrous speed setting. Okay, purple, purple, purple. I'm gonna mask out your purple first because, well, your darker purple, because that will make it easier to crush the opposition. And then you will be the pretty cobalt we all know you are. Crush them in the purple. There's a character I need to bring back, Dr. Weiss. Everyone loved him. The one German kobold. It's absolutely indicator one that I'm a hack, because the the only scientist in the entire damn thing is German. It's like, so you saw Dr. Strangelove. Good to know. I'm reminding myself to not get myself started on Chrono Trigger music. Much like I reminded myself to not name that kitten, and I didn't for 3 days. Well, if I just leave it like this, it just looks like you very aggressively ate a jelly sandwich. we won't. Yes, our friends actually were like texting. How did you get her to come out? How did you get that? And like, well, we put food down and we backed away and we let her get up to the food and eat it before we came up really slowly. And now the kitty's in their lap, so it's all's well that ends well. Sweet little kitty. Just a very sweet kitty. Oh man, I love it when color comes together like that. And don't worry, the blue will wash out. There's going to be little parts where the color isn't reaching, and that is normal. Because of the sensitivity settings that I have on my fill tool. So I will have that corrected here momentarily. There are the blue marks are gone. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't get the ones on the tail. Mubby, hang on. Do. Whoops. I will fix that one moment. If it's not part of your design, feel free to just be like, hey, I don't think that's right, as opposed to, oh, is the tail inverse? That's a neat idea. I really like how you omitted an entire leg. It sure saved time. Oh no, it's okay. I just love that because like that's how I am. Like the waiter could come with a meal that I did not order, and I'd just be like, "This looks delicious, thank you." I think I know way too many people who are like that though. That's a Midwest thing, I think, honestly. What do you think, Gray? If you were at your local eatery and the waiter plopped down a plate of something that you didn't order, how would that be over in Texas? Would that be like a, excuse me, these here are supposed to be hot wings? This looks like it's kale or arugula to our friends on the other side of the phone. Behold my worst Texan accent. It's my noble phantasm. There we go. Oh, come on. You can't. So disappointed. I'm so disappointed, Gray. Absolutely disappointed. Not one tarnation. I do not see one ye nor a haw in there. I'm absolutely crushed. I'm you know. Gray, I don't know if you're coming to my birthday party anymore. No, you're still totally invited. I would never do that. Someone could like walk up and punch me in the face and be like, "Okay, cool. Well, I'll see you on Saturday for my birthday." My birthday is in March. I throw that at things all the time because when I was a kid, it was like the only thing you had. It was the only card you could play. You know, like, you're not invited to my birthday party. Fuck. Okay. Easy. We're all friends here. It's like you pulled a gun on him. The other that I liked pulling out all the time was when I was older. Unfortunately, I did not have the panache to pull this out when I was a kid. But my absolute favorite is you know what? You're not invited to my birthday party anymore. So I guess there's only going to be one clown showing up. It's a pretty harsh burn, though, calling somebody a clown nowadays. Gray, you have to understand as well that I have clips of it. I gave Black Fox the hardest time in the world because he was trying to explain, not really successfully in my opinion, he was trying to explain corn mazes to me as a incredible part of Canadian culture. And you know something? I'm always interested in more people's cultures, but for Black Box it was corn mazes. For you it was getting the wrong food at a restaurant. I don't know. How do you tell someone their culture disappoints them without being an asshole? Oh my god. That's a great point. I will reiterate the point that I made last year. What doomed souls wander the halls of your corn maze? Oh, I see some corn maze alliance going on here. Some bullshit. Sage will back me up. Oh my god, Gray. Oh my god. I say Sage, like the first thing I think of is like, oh, my crispy little friend. I don't even think she's conscious. It's true. I'm gonna go ahead and think you said corn maze. Not many corn mazes out where you are. Mountain mazes. I will say this is a very for me anyway, this is a very preferable format for doing commissions when people are comfortable with it. Not only because of the like instant feedback, but I'm really a big fan of just kind of getting the banter out there and talking to people while I'm working. It just makes me want to work. So. I was gonna say, I can translate Black Box for the rest of you. Oh man, great. I since moving down here, I use howdy all the time, to a point where I wonder if people are like, you just fucking around, like what is this? But it was when I used y'all in front of my friends from the Midwest that I apparently caused a schism in time that caused a new reality. Look at these pretty little rosettes. Look at these pretty little rosettes. Zip, zip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You all is definitely not a common utterance. It's one of those things where I think it was like the Game Grumps or somebody, they were talking about it, and it's just like, we do not have any any ways to in the English language, we don't have a word like they do in other languages, even in German actually. They have in other languages they have a word for a collective, like a collective you, like a group of people, for addressing people, and it's essentially it's the other country's version of y'all, and it's not looked down on. It's just that's just part of it, but we just shit on it constantly. Like, y'all, oh my god. It's like, no, it's extremely efficient. The nice thing too is that you can always, yep, y'all need to calm down. Yep, that's a fun one. That's always a fun one. I saw your chat message out of the corner of my eye. I thought it said y'all need to go to brunch. Fuck. The amount of people that I would send to brunch. Y'all need some scrambled eggs. Y'all need some cantaloupe and a mimosa at 11:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, no, I get it. I totally get it, Sage. There's too many cons where I can like accidentally bust out like an accent for no reason other than just immersion. Okay, so let's get these. Get this naughty one. This naughty little rosette down here. My goodness. The ticklish one. I must be tired. I'm either tired or I'm losing my mind. Hey, Black Box, I told you, don't call people out when they're lurking. Let them say what they want to say in the chat if they want to. That's okay. It is not a stream with Sage in it if you don't trip the auto mod. I just have to laugh at the fact that it's like, someone said crotch. It's like, and? It's not an inherently sexual thing. I mean, there's the crotch of a tree. Oops. There is an unpainted piece of leg. That is unacceptable. Delete the whole program. We will do it again. 999. We will do it all over again, including installing the software. Fresh. This will not happen again. Aw, she had an early day. I get it. All good. And I am not keeping score of who is attending the streams. There's no roll call at the beginning. There's not a union meeting for kobolds. Do-do-do-do. Yes, it's true. They cannot be streamed on Twitch. They're against TOS. I need to go back and clean up some of these rosettes. technical difficulty sign of 3 foxes and a crow yelling at Zib. Yeah, well. Fiverr's right there, man. I've had such good luck with Fiverr. Oh my god. Oh, is that on the color layer? No. Is it on this layer? Yes, it is. Good job, Zibward. There we go. This little nasty gram on that. Get that fixed up here. No, my full name is not Zibward. Absolutely not. It's Zibtholomew. No, my full name has to be like Ogleby or something stupid. Dagwood. Zib's just his confirmation name. We don't know where he got it. There's technically there's not a saint named Zib, so kind of confused. Wish I could understand why the eyedropper tool needs me to hit it like 16 times in order to eyedrop. Just me, or is eyedrop a great name for a like an Apple repair store? Like if you were making your own branch of like Apple repair stores, just call it eyedrop. Oops. Looks like it's sloppy now. Oops. Getting sloppy. I distinctly told myself to not get sloppy now. Oh, is this the Alley Cat? Is that Sage's theme, or is it the one we were previously had? Oh, now I have to listen to it again because I forgot. Oh, hell yeah. Oh yeah, I can already see like the anime style like portal and the booming voice. Just like, oh my god, what have we done? What eldritch beast have we summoned? And then this little raccoon pops out. And they're like, it's worse than we thought. I'm imagining there is a grand hat of some kind. It would absolutely need to be cobbled together. Probably from trash. Be like, I am the Pope of Trash. Trash Pope. I actually am bothering myself with how I have not gotten the eyes yet. Because usually I am terrible and get the eyes like immediately, which is bad. Because my art teacher was always like, don't do the eyes right away. And I'm like, shut up, Kent, I'm younger than you. And he's just like, yeah, well, I'm way more financially better off than you. It's like, fuck, damn, you're right. Are you always right, Kent? Damn. Trash Pope.
Yeah, you know, right? Fucking art teachers thinking they're big shit. They're big swinging art dicks walking around, just fucking telling you about perspective and shit. How dare they? How dare they teach me things? Stop being right. Give somebody else a chance. Oh yeah, Donut County. That's a super cute game. That's incredibly charming. And do a quick peek here and see. Actually, another one of those great little tools that I keep forgetting about. Let's see. Sage, do you know about this one? It's the remove dust tool. There's a tool there called Fill Leftover. And what it does is it samples the area around little gaps in the color and fills them in. So technically, let's see. Okay, see this little gap here? All right, normally I'd have to go in, get the pen tool, and do shit. But now, I just grab that remove dust tool, and God, I hope this works, otherwise I'm gonna look like an asshole. Whoop. There we go, see? Now it's filled in with the color. So technically, you can just take your entire colored piece and go woobity 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 woo, and there you go. All of the little fucking things that I missed and that I consistently miss on Trapfinder's issues are gone. Everything is filled in nicely. Yeah, Nani, the fuck? Yeah, it is one of my absolute favorite tools. It is not infallible, but it saves so much time. And a lot of the times, like these, I'll obviously clean these because this is a commission, but if this was the comic, the resolution is so high that there's no point, you know. But yeah, it is awesome. I love it. One of my favorite tools. Go use it. Go fight, win. Oh. Okay, so it's a hidden tool. So check this out. You're crispy as fuck, so this might be hard. So in the tools, it is one of the line tools. Let me actually jump it over to the correct tool that it shows up. So it's this tool, the control point tool. There you go. You'll see it. It's the control point tool. And if you go into the tool settings, you can change it from the control point or the correct point to the remove dust tool, little dust pan. So yeah, control point tool turns into dust pan, and then it's fill leftover. Super favorite. And then yeah, I can just get these little tiny areas that in something I'm doing for myself I probably wouldn't worry about, but this is for a good friend, so do not want to mess that up. So what else do we got? We got a little
Well, you've been good, and you're a friend, so I mean, I'm just going by how the naming convention goes. Okay. This is something I need to do more of, actually, is kind of police my own line art. Trying to make a better comic. It's not easy. With a sick dog and a job and other shit that I have to do. Such is life, though. There will always be shit to do. Very important words from Dr. Weiss. Before he was stabbed by a sentient sword.
Sage, what did you do? God damn it, now I have to look. Oh, you do the toe claws black. Okay, cool. I was just going off the ref, and the ref didn't have black, so no worries. I will make the toe claws black. Black with soul. Sage, don't put shit in the chat. I gotcha, no worries. Just want it to be what you want. Oops. Ooh. We have an especially spirited game of Where the Fuck Is It? AKA Find the Layer. That is. There's another little tiny area. And I'm sure if I were to run over with the dust tool. Yeah. See, some of them, the tolerance is too small or too great. So they won't catch everything, but man, has that saved me some time. And worry, too, because there's a lot of times where I just won't see it. And you know how it is when you're working on something for a long time and you've been staring at it. More like the dark gray. Okay. I see. Okay, I see it. Thank you. Zoop. And that's for... Yeah, okay, gotcha. That's for the claws. That's for the quick claws. And is that for the horns as well? Because I think I got that. Let me double check. Yep, that's the one I got. Boop, 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 boop. No reason to be sorry. I actually prefer it when people use a color other than black, because it gives you room to go places. It implies black without... Whoop, there we go, there's more black. It implies black without forcing it, so... It's your national pastime to apologize.
Oh, we see over there. Yeah, there's Furky, and that's a fine apology there. Really, really good fundamentals on that one. But Toshi's got him beat again. Yeah, got her beat. Look at that. Yep, he's bowing. Oh, he is on the floor apologizing. Ah, geez, that is some top grade apologizing. Wait. And I will go ahead and throw on another vector layer. And you were looking for like string bikini, right? The main design I saw. Oh yeah, we would want some kind of complementary color for that. So, I think a green might be really nice, actually. I don't know why in my head it was like, well, you bet your ass it's gonna be a complementary color. This is my incredibly scientific way of sketching out outfit. But this is absolutely why I draw the body. Hey, have a good night, Corvus. Thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah. Well, my favorite time bit is probably about 2 in the morning when everything's really quiet outside and it's just real peaceful. Oh, you're talking about Timbit. You know, it's funny because like down here we don't have so many joints for like you know donuts and stuff. Obviously, there's places like Dunkin' Donuts and stuff, but like most often I get my donuts from a gas station. Like, and that sounds weird. Like that sounds gross, but like a lot of these gas stations like specialize in them now. So like I'll go down to like a Quick Trip and they have little strawberry donut and it's the Homer Simpson donut. It's delicious. Um, or even this gas station right down the road, they have donuts from a local company called Big Daddy Donuts, and they're all batter donuts instead of cake donuts. Oh my god, they're so good. Oh, do your walk signs make like ridiculous noises? Like I remember I think it was Sydney, when I was at a crosswalk, I'd hit the button and it'd be like, wait. And it'd be like, okay, cool, no problem, I can wait. I've heard this before. And then it's like, it'll be like, walk. And then it'll be like, pew!
It's like the coolest thing. It's like it gives you such purpose. Am I on the wrong drawing tool? I am, as always. Welcome to the aristocracy of Zib. Today we will be infringing upon the rights of very small people. There's nothing that can make you sound douchey and like well-to-do like a harpsichord. Oh, it's just a dinging sound. All right, well, someday I will once again hear my. You have a Guitar Hero crosswalk. Color me interested. Reference plan. Black Fox hits his 20s, and all of a sudden it's those goddamn teenagers.
God help you, you're almost 30. 28. I miss 28. I don't miss who I was in 28, but I wish I was that age. F, I gotta ask, what do you feel about the side ties? Yeah, drunk adults are actually the cause of a lot of life's problems. I just think it gives it something. Just a little bit of visual kick. I do want to fix this though. I don't know where I was going with this. I want to fix that. Needed a more natural line there. Just so you know, this is going to be a separate this here. It's just another strap. I'm not trying to make this like a fabric, like singly kind of thing. Just trying to balance it a little bit. You might be surprised to know that I am shit at swimsuit design, so. Okay, let's play with color. Let's get some color. So, def want to use something complementary, and obviously you can see on the color wheel here, good old buddy color wheel. You can see over here in the purple section that it is the direct opposite of green. Also, yellows and blues are kind of secondary. We'll play with green first. And I think something more desaturated. Let's try that first. See how that looks. Oh, that's way too much. It's not overstated, so I kind of like it. I always get, and I don't know why this is because I lived through the 90s. I always get really, I don't know, not uptight, but like really like uncomfortable with super loud colors. I don't know what it is. Something about it just drives me away from them. More saturation. Okay. Let's bring that more to not quite a Kelly green. Ooh. I like that. That's a little more subtle, but still pretty. I mean, I can appreciate it for what it is now. I wasn't as into art when I was younger. Yeah, I like this one a little more. Let's go a little richer and see. We can always come back. Let's come back. Go a little bit richer. This one's more of Kelly green. Yeah, I like the other one. Oh, cool. I get to be an optometrist. I get to be an optometrist now. One. 2. 1, 2, 3. This one here. I'm not trying to torment you. Okay. Get her on the beach then. The fun, yeah. I've been experimenting a little bit more with yellows. Give you a little bit of a frame. I will say this is one of the things I absolutely adore about digital art. It's just being able to play with shit. Really looks more like the color of sand, so work. Yeah, I heard about Dragoneer. It's really sad. Failures on all sides there. Definitely some frustrations there on the healthcare industry side of things. And it's one of those things where it's like sometimes I kind of hope that other countries look at that and go, "Poof, wow, okay, I guess our system really isn't that bad." You know, obviously every system has flaws, but it is horrifically sad. Love him or hate him, I mean, Dragoneer did run that site, was a huge influence for a lot of people. It was one of the only like furry art joints that was worth it for a long time. Let's make let's go under here. I want to go under the liner. I don't want to paint. Let's see. I don't hate it. I don't hate it for like a beach blanket. If I wanted to be goofy. Charizard eyes. I think the orange is it stays okay. I'll give him the blue eyes. There we go. I mean, it is Charizard, so I mean, gonna lay on any dragon. We'll make those eyes slightly off. There we go. I know. There we go. Fun little Pokemon corner. We need Nostos.
I'm just gonna be bringing this around. It's like, oh yeah, I mean the figure's great, no, but dude, does anyone else want this Charizard blanket? True. True. They absolutely do. Super excited about Tootopia. Again, totally missed opportunity on their side. Not excited about live action Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch needed to be a cartoon. It was wonderful as a cartoon. That's where it can end. It doesn't need to come into the real world because Stitch looks terrible. He looks like a Sour Patch Kid with an attitude. You know, it's ugh, not my favorite. But Tootopia is going to be good. I'm excited for that. I am absolutely not looking at anything about that movie. I have found that has been one of the best ways to enjoy a movie is not read anything about it. Unless someone's just like, you know, oh, they resurrect Hitler and everyone loves it. Like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not going to that one, but, you know. Like, oh, Nick has a stupid hat. Okay, well, I have a stupid hat, so now the movie's relatable. They really do. Or, and this is just me spitballing, but they should go the route that they did with the, wait for it, Rescue Rangers movie, and make it a Roger Rabbit. Make it, you know, make it like Toons are in the real world kind of thing. Because I'll tell you what, that movie sucked, but at the very least they brought things out back into like the Roger Rabbit sphere, which I wholeheartedly appreciated. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's totally worth finishing. It's not. But on the same token, I mean, I finished it and I hated it. I just needed to say I did watch the whole thing. It is as bad as I thought it would be. It is more of a milestone that you've started it, you know? I'm just... Yeah, I mean, obviously that was my biggest problem with the film, aside from her choice in husband, but yeah, there were so many missteps that I was like, where were you guys looking? Like, this wasn't even like a question of, hey, watch where you're going. It was like, hey, be awake when you're moving. Like, there were so many simple missteps. Like, yeah, not a fan. No, they should have, and I'll tell you why. It's a perfectly honest and good reason. I'm amazing. No, there were so many little things that they could have done. This is the perfect song for this. I'm absolutely shocked, and I mean shocked, when they had Monterey Jack in the movie, and he wasn't voiced by Jim Cummings. And it makes literally no sense. I mean, it's Jim Cummings. He's not exactly like 8 million a flick Jim Cummings. Okay. And he practically lives at Disney. I think they pretty much just roll him out of a closet to do a Tigger voice every so often, then put him back. You know, it's like,
He is Monterey Jack. There's no reason to put some Hollywood B-lister on there. And don't get me wrong, I love John Delaney. He's a funny dude. He's not Chip. Simple as that. Chip and Dale do not have high-pitched, or they do not have normal voices. They have high-pitched, goofy chipmunk voices. That's half the reason they're funny in the original Donald Duck cartoons. Obviously, the omission, for the most part, of Tress MacNeille and Gadget was stupid. And that's mainly because I just hate the fact that she's not in it more. Keith David, why did you blow your Keith David money on fucking Rescue Rangers? Okay. Yes, it's hilarious that Zipper, who throughout the entire series sounds basically like a Zipper, who you can't even fucking understand a word he's saying because it's Frank Welker. Yes, his real voice is Keith David. Oh god, it's such a funny gag. No, it's stupid. Just, you could have used Keith David for anything else. Anything else. And it would have been fine. It also didn't involve any of the classic villains from the show. They didn't even have to be super involved. They just weren't there. I think Fat Cat was on the screen for like 3 seconds at the very end. The whole thing with like the whole like Chip versus Dale kind of thing is stupid. Basically, it kind of feels like they made the movie and never watched the original series, which is hilarious because that's entirely what the movie is about. Ugly Sonic got a decent cameo. Keith David has done amazing villains. He's done amazing heroes. I mean, he was fucking Captain Anderson in Mass Effect. He was Goliath in Gargoyles. I mean, the dude has an awesome voice. Why did you give him such a shitty, stupid-ass role? I mean, the fucking ponies were in it. Yeah, that's true. Yep, he was the Arbiter, Dr. Facilier. But you know what I mean. You have talent. You have incredibly talented voice workers here. And you're wasting them on roles that are beneath them, in my opinion. And still, you have other voice performers who aren't even involved. And it's like, what are you even doing? I'm sure he probably was. He's been in a lot of stuff. I mean, his voice is fantastic. But yeah, my best friend asked me just like, hey, how was that Chip and Dale movie? And they said, oh my god, I just watched your face after I asked the question and I felt terrible. And I was like, yes, this is why you're my best friend. It was simultaneously exciting and also just waiting for the kid to pull the trigger on Old Yeller, you know? It's like these directors are like, no, Pa, it's our franchise. We'll do it. And it's like, god damn it. You could have done anything and you did this. That is the biggest point I can take apart, that I can take back from it, is you could have done anything and you did this. You know? It's like, I'm not even going to go into like, oh, you could have, delved into the fan fiction or seen what the fans are doing. And there are some famous fan comics that have actually been made that were quite really good and really could have been a good movie. You could have made the movie focus on the Rescue Rangers and not on the fucking show. I mean, you're Roger Rabbit in it, which I can appreciate because I think that is a cool genre, but at the same time, it's not a great call for it, especially if you don't have the original cast, especially if you don't have, any of the plot points or villains from it. It's just fucking stupid. I don't know when this turned into a fucking podcast about how much I fucking hate the Chip and Dale movie, but there it is. There it fucking is. Also, I find it extremely funny that they got John Delaney because I think he had just gotten off of coke. Either that, or he just got off of coke because he got the Disney contract. So, because that is pretty much how people clean out nowadays. If you are addicted to drugs and you're a performer, work for Disney. They'll clean you right the fuck out. That is actually very apt, Gray, that it is the Skylanders equivalent of Chip and Dale. Yes. next week, all of Disney live action. You know what? I enjoyed live action Aladdin. I didn't think it was bad. I think there was some unnecessary crap, but for the most part, I thought it was fine. Will Smith did a really good job doing his version of Genie. That's it. I do think it's funny that Emilia Watson, her expression when the Beast turns into a regular person is about as disgusted as the cartoon. Live action BATB. Oh, Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I'll give it an eh. It has Gaston, who is arguably one of the best villains because of how fucking normal he is. But it's eh. There's nothing terribly wrong with it, but it's eh. You know, it's like, you guys spent how many millions of dollars on this movie for it to be eh? The one that I saw that was, I didn't see it. The one that I heard was just absolutely garbage was the Lion King, because they went on the side of the characters being more realistic, like much more realistic, and the problem is animals can't emote. That's the reason why the Lion King works as such a good movie. You know exactly what I mean. You know exactly what I mean, Black Box. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the thing. The villagers are like, oh, Gaston's like the fucking best. And he's like, yeah, I guess I am. He's Gabaru from that time I was reincarnated as a slime. He's also one of my favorite characters. But no, that's the thing is the reason The Lion King worked so well in the 90s was because it was beautiful, lineless animation. If you go back and look at the style, there are a lot of instances where the characters, especially young Simba, young Nala, older Nala as well too, they do the lineless or semi-lineless style. And it's gorgeous. The colors are bright, very saturated, very pretty. You absolutely know who the characters are, you know, in a scene. But the other thing about it is that the animals emote because it's a cartoon, and you can do that. And one of the things that strike me as very important in terms of that movie in general is the scene immediately following the stampede. You need Simba to emote. You absolutely need him to emote there. The what is it? The, you know, Dad, come on, you gotta get up, you know. And then he crawls under Mufasa's paw and cries, cuddling his dead father. You can't get that range of emotion from an animal, not really. There's some natural motion that you can do, I think, that would be close. But that scene loses all of its punch when you can no longer kind of understand the emotion of the character. You can understand Jonathan Taylor Thomas's Simba. You can understand Mufasa. You know, you can understand these guys. Hell, you can even understand Jeremy Irons' Scar. But yeah, it's one of those things where the reason that the animated movie worked so well was because it was an animated movie. You know, lions don't talk. You know, meerkats don't put on hula skirts, although they should because it's hilarious. You know, and, you know, hyenas are not Whoopi Goldberg. So the reason the movie worked was because you can suspend your disbelief. You can suspend all that because it's a cartoon. And then when a scene like Mufasa's death hits you, it's like, whoa, it actually hits really hard because this feels real. This feels like a emotion that I understand. The character is going through. You get a bonding moment with that character. I don't know shit about movies. I just know that when you take something as beautifully done as the 90s Lion King, and then say, oh, we're gonna kick its ass, we're gonna make an even better movie. You can't. Lion King still to me is considered one of the top 3 Disney movies of all time. Absolutely. Cannot put that away from anything else. Top 3. And it's funny because I would also put Aladdin, maybe not in the top 3, but top 5. Aladdin was a fantastic movie. But yeah, no, it's one of those things. Live action cannot capture the passion of animation. They can't. It's a completely different art form. So, if you're coming to my TED Talk. All right. How about we put some beach under this beach? Do you see what I did? And then we can get some work done on gray, and that will be lovely. It'll be fun. It'll be nice. I appreciate you guys letting me. Yes, you are just a beach to me. Baby, I got beaches all over this island. We will do a deeper shade of that for the base color. There we go. And we will bring that up as we go. There we go. All right. No. Ferdy, I'm sorry. Me. Baby and Zim. Ruining relationships since... What year is it? 2024. Oh god, I've been ruining relationships since well before that. A sand tool. You know what, Black Fox? That's a really good point. That is a really good point. I'm sure there is a good brush for it. But they've already redone Flubber. They did Flubber already. Black Fox knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, that is the key there. Yeah, they did with it was the Nutty Professor. Yeah, with I think it was Eddie Murphy. Yeah. That's just the thing though. It's like they want to make a movie that is recognizable by name as another movie that was really popular, in the hopes that that new movie will be just as popular and bring in just as many people. And I think that that is a flawed way of going about it. You're going off the name. You know, you're basically trying to name brand your own movies in order to get people to go to these other ones. It's silly shit. Just make something new. And I know it's very easy to say, just make something new. Well, guess what? I'm an artist. I make new shit all the time. It sucks and it's hard, but it's good. It makes a difference. You know, I can't stand the incessant need for them to remake stuff. Even stuff like, I mean, I understand why they did it, like Final Fantasy VII, because they had better combat systems, better everything in 2021 than they did in, 1997. I get it. Wasn't necessary. You could have made an entirely original game off that, and you did. It was called Final Fantasy 15, and it was really good. Final Fantasy Carboys is a great game. If you like Avatar, watch Dances with Wolves. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still feel like you can enjoy movies on their own merits. You don't have to, if you like this, you'll love that. Because chances are you might not like that. If you loved Jurassic Park, you'll love Sphere. Yes. Sorry, Gray. I'm not trying to steamroll over you. I apologize. Okay, just for the sake of Because I am going to look up and see if I can find a good sand tool. And is there a way? No. Okay. Oh, interesting. He's pissed. Avatar got the highest grossing when Dances with Wolves tells the same story. Yeah, it absolutely does. So does Fern Gully, to an extent. Avatar is like Dancing with Wolves. No, it is. It's a very similar story. Absolutely. It is one of those things where, yeah, Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest, another Don Bluth masterpiece with Robin Williams in it. Actually, I lost my train of thought. I remembered Robin Williams was a bat, and then everything went white for a second. I can't. Oh man. Join the club. Oh, different crystal. God. No, she's cute. She's cute. Yeah, this sand looks like bullshit, so I'm definitely gonna try to find a sand tool for this to make this better, because this is garbage. I'll assume, Gray, that that's a... I approve. Even if it isn't, I approve. With this towel, let's give it a slightly darker edging. And... yeah, we'll just do it in dark. Yes. Okay, let's get this a little bit edging. Ooh, that was bad. Don't do that again. Let me do this, actually. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Never mind. We won't do that. We'll do what we were doing before, but we'll do it properly. Actually, can we stroke that? Let's see. I guess they call it outline. Yeah, that's way better. Okay. Much better. Get an 8K photo of sand up against the cartoon lizard. Yes, I have done that in the past. Just in my own stuff. I would not suggest it. Okay. Let me get this saved up. Ferty, I'm going to do some more work on the background here and get some versions out for you. But how is this looking? Would you call this done? Close to done with the flats? It's absolutely worth everything. Worth putting up with me for hours. I have thought of making an animatic featuring Trapfinder's characters. They are trapped in my head. I have eight or nine of them that I've thought about doing. It comes down to time and effort, really. But it's definitely something that's been on my mind. Okay, let me go ahead and get this saved up. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give it a little sign. Because I'm egotistical. I'm glad you like it. I'm extremely appreciative that y'all were excited about me opening up for commissions, so thank you. Also to Gray. Much appreciated. I have not yet come up with a decent Zib signature. Let's see. You know what? That ain't half bad. F-Zib. Oh, it's all good, Black Box. It's like I don't want to be like Fabian. That's not how you do an F. Are you fucking? I can't even do an F in fucking cursive anymore. You know what? I'm not fucking Sting. There. No, are you kidding? I love Bob Ross's signature. You know? At least I'm just not like Fabzib. You know? And yes, I did fucking like whole hand grab my my pencil for that. And then if I hang on to this as a vector file, I can use that as a signature in other pieces, so I can have some continuity. And people can be like, "Oh, I know that brand." It'll be like, "Yes." Egotistical. He's so egotistical. There we go. Well, I enjoyed working on it, and I will enjoy getting a actual sand background on there for you. So, just a moment. I'm going to get everything saved up here. And this last hour, I think we're going to get started on Gray. I'm actually going to grab another drink. I've been doing a lot of talking, which is, I mean, par for the course for me. But I forgot. I was planning on working on that. If nobody was here or there just nothing worked out for the stream, I was going to work on that Katya Booby piece I did. Oh man. Okay. Give me just a moment, and I will be back with more sass. More sassafras.
I was sliding into my seat, and I just noticed that you guys are like, his mic is picking up something. I'm sure it was from when I was getting up and going to get a drink. And I'm like, you know, oh, okay, cool. So then, like, I was just, like, goofing around, like, touching the mic and thinking up something to say. And then I thought I unmuted the mic, and I said something, and then I noticed I had double muted the mic. It's like, oh, damn it. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I try so very hard to be entertaining, and I am not. There is no joy here. Only sadness. Ooh, okay. Da-da. Okay, I thought I had worked up some poses for Bertie, but I am trying to find the poses that I worked up for Gray. Do they exist? Are they here? I did lose some stuff. My my iPad did crash at one point, so I might not have them. That's okay. It's fine. You'd be surprised, by the way, Roscoe, he does talk. He does do a lot of shepherd noises, but he's fairly quiet in the house. To the point where if he is making noise, it's usually because he really has to go to the bathroom, or there's something bothering him, or like a person showing up at the door. I'll never forget Lupin, though. Lupin never barked. For a shepherd, that's incredibly rare. From what I'm told, anyway. And, yeah, I remember, because he'd never bark, but when someone would come up to the door, he'd go... And just to see his little cheeks puff out was one of the cutest things ever. Wow, here I was, and I'm just looking through my sketches trying to make sure if any of the, like, preliminary sketches survived. I'm not seeing them, so I will likely chip away at it and then find a good pose and solidify it with you, Gray. My apologies on that. I was trying to be ahead of myself on that, but I think the iPad crashing fucked up a bunch of things for me, so... Okay. Excuse me. Just going through some of these sketches, and there's a lot of page sketches in here. And it's just funny because just the other day I was like, oh shit, I don't have any pages. Ah, fuck. I've got 2 weeks to come up with another page, and it's just like I have like 4 or 5 that are just sitting here in sketch mode waiting to go, so all good. And those are the spicy ones, so we'll avoid those. Okay, and just put that in here, and then here we go. All right. Jump on here. There we go. So we'll get the concept sketched out. We'll go with that. We'll go with pictures of jalapenos. Yes. Let me jump up and get your stuff here, Ray. And just for you, I mean, obviously you guys are regulars, so you know what's going on in the Discord and everything, but just as a general note, when it comes down to having commissions, they take priority. So unless there is an overwhelming like screech from people that, you know, they want me to play a game, I will prioritize taking care of the commissions first. Just as a, I mean,
It's just one of those things. I do not subscribe to the, oh yeah, it'll take 7 or 8 months. It's like, no. That's not how this works. I have seen so many, especially given the work that I do on more than one occasion. I've seen so many instances of people like, oh, I commissioned this suit maker. That's awesome. That's great. They have a backlog that is 6 years out. I hope you didn't put much on, you know, that kind of thing. It's like I do not subscribe to that. That's when you buy a commission from me, that's absolutely what I'm working on. And why can I not find my forms? Everything technological has just decided to be a big old poop today. No, it's gonna drive. There we go. Yeah. It's funny. The Google Forms kind of output is CSV, so you can open it up in like Excel and like see the different responses and stuff. And it's just funny because it is just as dry and boring as you would think it would be. All right, there we go. And thank you for the reference, Gray. It actually was a very nice reference. Pay me to play Superman 64. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you guys liked me. You just want to sit and watch me go, ugh, for like 3 hours. Well, I mean, some of my streams have been like that, to be fair. Okay. Oh my god. Pay him to play Superman 64. Oh, so cruel. So mean. What did I do to you, Gray? Oh, come on now. God, I'm just gonna open up the freaking responses. Sheesh. Here. Okay, perfect. So, it work. Perfect. A wistful wolf anthro ranger basking in the moonlight, seated atop a thick branch, she looks to the landscape with a glint of light catching her eye. She finds she has spotted civilization with hesitation on the back of her mind. The she-wolf perks her head up as she contemplates approaching the fortress. Okay. So right away, this is probably a landscape format, because it seems like we've got a subject in the foreground, and then we're going to have a subject in the background. And one thing I wanted to just kind of pick your brain on was don't regret it. It's fucking hilarious, dude. No, that honestly made me laugh. Like, that is an honest, like, gut laugh from me. So, all right. So, with the way that you've set this, like, narratively, what comes to mind first is definitely like kind of like a 2-point situation where you have a character in the foreground sitting on a tree branch, tree here, and then another kind of landscape in the background where this fortress that you were mentioning was. Uh-oh. The trigger words. You can't put that genie back in the bottle, man. That gray genie's coming out. And he is going to ruin your franchise. I wish... I don't know if... I don't think Sage is still with us here. I think she might have... Yeah, she might have gone to bed. I'm trying to remember... She was talking to me once about how her Google searches when she's high are hilarious. And she had come back after like a night, and she woke up and she went to her computer, and one of her Google searches was, "What is Jafar's hat?" And I adore that about her. Absolutely. It's one of my favorite moments. Aside from the fact that when we were sharing a hotel at a convention and the fire alarm went off and we all had to go outside and we were cold and tired. It was like 2 in the morning and we had to get up in the morning to work and go to the convention and deal. And got back to the hotel room and we're all wide awake. And it's like, god damn. And we're just kind of hanging out there, just chill and just like, we're just wide awake for this. And I was just like, well, since we're all up, who wants to talk about the Lord? And I don't think I've seen a person laugh that hard without pissing themselves. Oh, God. So, getting back to what I'm fucking... No, we didn't! We watched Dragon Ball! Ironically enough, it was a Mr. Satan episode, so worked out. No, it's fine. Don't do that to me. Come on. So, yeah, Gray. About the commission that you've paid for. So I'm just trying to see narratively what you're thinking. I presumed, because it seems like the character is looking out towards civilization, I didn't know if you were looking to have her be facing away from the camera, as if kind of pensively looking towards this new situation. Yeah, fire away. What were you thinking? I'm not going to sit here and talk over you. Facing the camera with the moon to her back, with a hint of orange highlighting her front, signifying the act. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Well, and that could even be a portrait. Let's try. Facing the camera with windowed back. So we've probably got some more forested canopy here. Sounds like she's like a canopy dweller. As it turns out, you do not need to do a whole hell of a lot to storyboard effectively. You do not need to learn how to draw a million different things. In fact, one of the classes that I did when I was in school here was storyboarding. And they tried to emphasize very early on, they're just like, stick figures can evoke the exact same feelings as like fully rendered pieces. Just get the idea out there. That, and I'll go off of fucking Ratatouille and say anyone can draw. You just need to do it over and 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 over again. And to that, I will say, and I understand it completely, when people go, fuck that. It's like, yeah, no, I get it. Okay, and I had your reference up here on my other monitor. Yes, so affluent. That reference you gave me is really pretty. She has some foliage that she's moving. Big bright moon. I think I can see where you're going with this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that that fell through. Yeah, I'm with Bertie on that one. It's just do it bad. And the cool thing about doing it bad is that you learn way faster. Okay, let's see. Let's riff on this a little bit. And I'm not deleting any of these layers. I'm just putting them invisible so I can just keep on drawing on the same thing. Yeah, Black Fox, good on you. And Gray, were you thinking, let's see, facing the camera, would you say that she's like dead on, straight on facing the camera, or is she kind of facing towards the camera in a way, kind of like off to the side, or are you thinking like dead on? Not drawing details. Part of me having her like brushing aside. There's something about brushing aside the tree limbs, kind of like she's in hiding. Yeah, I mean, fire away, man. This is all for you. This is all yours. So just shoot your shot. It's another one of those situations where I wish I could just export shit from my head. Unfortunately, the interface that I have for that is what you're seeing here. popped over to the Discord. Nice. I like the shade on Corvus. Nice fingernail polish. Ah, if. Can you imagine? Or can you? Wow. The two things I was going to say are: can you imagine, and can you? Okay, well, I've lost it anyway. Isn't it crazy that it's almost September? That's what I was trying to get to. Train slowly pulled into the station. Choo choo. Suppose I could work on that. Just kind of interstitially while I'm waiting for Gray. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, very interesting. So, it reminds me of oh god, it was one of the only things about D&D 4th edition that made sense was that the world was covered in darkness for the most part, like not literal darkness, but there were monsters and creatures and, you know, bandits and things, and towns and villages and cities and things were just small points of light in that darkness, where, you know, adventurers could come and, you know, adventure. It reminds me of that. That's cool. I like that. I like that darkness aspect. So I almost see her. Yeah, I really like that description. It's really cool. Almost sounds like she's looking down on it, like from up in a tree. Safe place to be when you're, you know, avoiding, you know, things that lurk in the dark. Unless it's an owl, then you are well and truly fucked, for you are in the owl's domain. Hmm. Yeah, if I tilt the torso a little bit more. Forward. Very much kind of a huntress, very much kind of a ranger, obviously, because that's what she is. Night in the woods. Oh, how appropriate! Night in the woods. Interesting point that you have in there, though, is that it's a world of darkness, and that she is also attracted to this beacon, so there's kind of like a sense of wonder about it. There's a sense of kind of a oh, what about a context for this setting is that the world experienced a calamitous event called the Rending. The sun was blotched out of the sky, leaving the world only able to bask in the cool light of the moon. The Rending also brought with it otherworldly and horrific creatures, the most vicious and powerful one being simply named the Dark Lord. Wither and Moon grew up in this dark, dreadful time and are consigned, whether it be by fate or by horrifically bad luck, by the gods to fix it. Man, gods gotta fix their own shit. Very interesting, though. Very interesting premise. Trying to think. The way that you have this positioned and the way that you have this described, it sounds like the cover of a novel. Like it sounds like it should be, you know, some heroic fantasy, like, you know, the character Moon up in a tree. Holding onto the tree. Light source is clearly coming from down here. We have the moon also as a backlight. And then we have the tree itself on the branch. So kind of almost looking at the light in horror. Like, you know, very much a Frodo, put it out, you fools, put it out, you know. And still giving credence to the forester aspect of her. College has ruined so many D&D games. Ferdy,
I'm sorry. I'm so A, I'm sorry about the sausages, and B, I'm so sorry. I thought you were Black Fox for a second. Because that is an absolutely Black Fox thing to say. Just out of fucking nowhere. But the sausages. My boy knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, Gray, this is a really, really interesting. No, I completely get that. But when it popped out of the corner of my eye, it's just like, what the hell did Black Fox say about sausages? Oh my god, it was pretty. And Gray, I have no intention of hiding the feet. I will not Wayne Reynolds this. Oh, you got main character names. Awesome. That's a huge step. Yeah, I like this setup. There's a lot you can do with it. But I think what we'll need to do is we'll need to settle on a specific... I mean, honestly, with them facing the camera, there's a lot that you could do. There's a lot of different poses. There's a lot of different positions. So I think our biggest obstacle is just to kind of pry that image out of your mind, like what you're really looking at. And honestly, that's the hardest part of this kind of thing, is just figuring out what you're trying to do. Could even hit that with a little bit of perspective, too. I mean, that's just one of those things, man. Gray, would it be better? And I'm just trying to explore all the... Oh, okay. She's crouched upon the branch, one hand grasping the tree for balance, the other hand free in case she needs to grab her dagger or sling out her bow. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, cool. That gives me a little bit more. And I kind of like this setup here. So let's get her in a general crouch. One hand grasping the tree. Like, I always have to look up and see. It's like, oh, where's this cool battle music coming from? Like, oh god, this is Kuldset Saga. And then I just remember playing the game, and the game calls out the cards that you play. So you have these fun moments where it's like, Goblin versus literally God. The defender won. Oh yeah, really, did it? Nothing to Deltarune. Yeah, I remember when we were working on Wither, I remember you telling me that he was a sad little man. Sad boy. He's the guy that he always pops out his earbuds and you can always hear Linkin Park just on repeat. Sad boy. That gives me some good input, actually. I just need to find a cool crouch for her. She might actually benefit from a 3-point crouch. Like a marvel. Oh, interesting. So he's the leader. Gotcha. Yeah. Kind of like how this turned out. So we've got her holding on to the branch here for balance, then one hand is free. Obviously, she'll have a dagger and a bow. Hapless and helpless are two completely different things. You are absolutely correct. Doo-doo. How does this strike you? This is almost more like a. This is almost like a 3-point kind of Marvel landing pose, but I think it works pretty well for a ranger ranging about in the trees. You've got the legs down here, so this one's tucked under. You have the hand holding the tree for balance. Up to the arm, the shoulder's a little bit extended. And there's the free arm. Oh, okay. Out to the side holding the trunk. Gotcha. Gotcha. Let me adjust that. I mean erase. Okay, so she's more holding trunk for balance. She definitely has one hand free. And that might not be it. I mean, that's certainly an option. I need to remind myself to try different perspectives. Oh, sweet. Well, I will certainly do my best. What I think, I'm going to do the same thing that I did with Fertie, and I am going to put together a bunch of different poses, a few different perspectives, just to show you some options, and see if any of them strike close. At the very least, what we can do then is we can see like what works, what doesn't, or what you're really looking for. Or if none of them are what we're looking for, we just need to go in a different direction. So that's what my homework will be for Thursday. And obviously, if I get something really, really sweet, which I probably will. Actually, these are just these ones here so far have been kind of like, ooh. I'll just throw them to you. I'll just throw them to you. Sorry, something is making a very loud noise. Give me one moment, guys. I'll be right back.
Hopefully you can't. There we go. Okay. Got something that's making a noise here, and I'm not sure exactly what it is. For safety's sake, I think I'm going to. But Gray, I'll be reaching out to you over the Discord with proposed ideas over the next couple days. We can continue going over stuff on Thursday, and just go from there. So yeah, sorry to kind of abruptly stop, guys. Coming from, and I would really like to make sure it's not something serious. So, in any case, I will be back on Thursday, and I'll let you guys know if anything explodes. So, Ray, thank you for your input. That has been super awesome, and I'm really looking forward to working on this. This is going to be fun. And Perty, I hope you enjoy the piece. I'll have some more on that done here shortly, and I'll have the sand and everything on there for you. There we go. So, anyway. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Ferty. Thank you, Black Fox Gray. Thank you so much. Sage, thanks for being here. Corvus, thanks so much for being here. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will catch you later. See ya.